Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to say that even before I entered Parliament and when we all had a look at the transaction without having the benefit of the details, I was one of those, Mr. Speaker, that formed the opinion that this was the most brilliant scam ever concocted in the history of Papua New Guinea, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I asked questions twice of the former Prime Minister. I was sitting in 2 rows below where he is sitting now, while he was sitting over there. And I asked him twice, and the Hansard will reflect. And both times he had different justifications as to why they proceeded with getting the UBS loan in order to finance oil search. Now, Mr. Speaker, if you read through all of this, you can see the game plan. And sometimes I wish that we would apply some of that brilliant intelligence to actually doing the right thing for our country. Nice plus saweya yumi yusimlo bagrapim country. This was a scam designed to defraud the people of Papua New Guinea. And in order to correct the former Prime Minister, Mr. Speaker, suppose you may look in page 1A, 33, if you care to read the report. It states very clearly, time only asking question whether legal and administrative processes were followed regarding the loan from UBS. The answer is no. Right here. Plenty time, Miblo members are come now. We tell lies on the floor, Mr. Speaker, and we are not penalized for it. In fact, many times we get rewarded for lying. Now that needs to stop, Mr. Speaker. We just had the member for Yalibu Pangia lie. Na paper I'm talking about something here. Item M, I just read it, page 33. It also says no process was utilized. Now suppose you go back, Mr. Speaker, time me been asking question the former Prime Minister. First defense blong me talk. Asua blong Arthur Somare. He said it while he sat in the chair, and I defended Arthur Somare on the other side. That was in 2018. And me kirap na talk because la IPIC transaction, we had to go and borrow the money. That's what he said. But in actual fact, the findings in here, they said the IPIC transaction followed all processes. It's in here. Now, Mr. Speaker, Parliament na people of Papua New Guinea must look save na give him credit. Lo former Prime Minister, the late Grand Chief Sir Michael Somare, na National Alliance Government blongem, including Arthur Somare. What Arthur Somare did was a brilliant thing. He swapped one asset for the Papua New Guinea LNG. Now many Papua New Guineans who were young, all by non-aplo, understand Osem. When the NA government came in 2002, this was right after the financial crisis in Asia. Nobody would lend money to the PNG government. PNG government could not even borrow 50 million Australian dollars. So when the LNG project came up, the PNG government had to demonstrate that it had the money to pay for its 19% shares. Now, as a businessman, planetime people businessman, people are using one pla asset, lokisim pla asset. That's precisely what Arthur Somare did. That was the advice. Gave up the UBS, gave up the oil search shares at a strike price of $8.55 in order to secure the money so that we could now have this PNG LNG project, Mr. Speaker. That's what happened. All processes were followed. Today, the LNG project, where this transaction that happened under IPIC has delivered more than 12 billion kina in benefits to the people of Papua New Guinea. Now you compare that with the oil search deal. As the Prime Minister said, we gifted 20% of PRL 15 to a foreign company. People are giving more free. We paid for it. The people of Papua New Guinea paid for it, Mr. Speaker. And we got nothing out of it. And when I asked the Prime Minister, the former Prime Minister, that question, his response, and the Hansard will show, Mr. Speaker, he said, we had to support oil search because they're the largest employer in Papua New Guinea. And I raised a point of order while sitting over there, and I corrected him, and I said, Mr. Speaker, the largest employer in Papua New Guinea is New Britain Palm Oil, not oil search. Too many lies were told on this floor, Mr. Speaker. Too many lies were told to Cabinet, and someone needs to be held accountable. We can't let this go, Mr. Speaker. In 2011, this floor threw out a legitimate Prime Minister. Nobody got penalized for it. No man, igolo karabus lo des last way come up. Mibla killing pig na walking kage na talk, everything is okay. Fast forward to 2014. A brilliant scam came through this country. And now, are we going to let people walk away again? How many times are people going to walk away? Because they're wearing nice suits, they hold a title as member so-and-so, all come to Giaman, people give him all money, all poroblo, all benefit, and the people of Papua New Guinea suffer. How long do we allow this to continue? We are all highly intelligent people in this floor. The people of Papua New Guinea are not stupid. Something needs to be done. More than $3 billion was lost, Mr. Speaker. 3 billion kina. And you know, the funny thing is, when the shares were shifted across to Kumul Petroleum Holdings, we could have actually dumped those shares and not lost any money at all. It was unnecessary. Because the share price in 2014 was $8.90. We decided not to swap. So somebody had to go and save oil search, because at that time, IPIC was trying to take over oil search using those shares. Now why you gonna banish him? You mean like Larimol take over? And I think this is where what the Prime Minister just said, Mr. Speaker, is very relevant. Oil search already knew that somebody was going to come and bail them out 6 days before NEC made a decision. How now private companies have got access to information, confidential information from government? How now all sabe? Papua New Guinea no sabe, but Peter Botten knew. The Oil Search Board of Directors knew. This is like one style still here, you may walk in. Ordinary citizens with a gun on the street get shot for trying to rob ordinary citizens of 20 kina. This is billions. Police no around na paiti man na kilimem na try la arrest mem no gat. You miss na look yet. We should all be ashamed if we allow similar deals to pass through our government, pass through our parliament, pass through our country. Ogara man lo well sawa so you like still go to Papua New Guinea. It's so easy. Easy through ya. So Mr. Speaker, me yet, I want someone to pay for this. Someone must be held accountable. You mean was threat him 2011? Me like him, you mean threat him 2014. I want us to fix that. Somebody needs to pay. Somebody needs to pay. And Mr. Speaker, from your chair, Usaiti Kam na Sidam Lahap in future must ensure that strict rules are complied with on this floor. You who said, remember, you come na Gyaman lo here, you tell lies deliberately. There must be a sanction on you. How about you come na Gyaman lo here na you may go sit down na logutla pasin. You may just down him na. Behind by, you may lose ting. That's unacceptable. We are running our country, not a taka box. This is like no boy market. There is more integrity at the boy market than there is on this floor because we lie all the time. Same blow me blah. Inside the cabinet, one black minister or prime minister should not be able to go in there and hijack everyone, sack his treasurer so he can sign the documents himself. One penalty blow desla. You like signing more agreement lo help people poro blow you na. You sack the treasurer. There are so many things wrong with it, yet you may karamapim go through na bilasim na. Put him lipstick langam na you may talk it looks nice. It's very pretty. Yes, it is a very pretty scam, very elaborately constructed, but it is a scam nevertheless, Mr. Speaker. And this House has a responsibility to the people of Papua New Guinea. Lo holim pasim you usai deslaman. You police ombudsman usai. You are looking for someone to prosecute. Emya? Pepaya? You are waiting for them. I want the money that belongs to the people of Papua New Guinea returned to this country. Me asking this la floor 20% blow it says lo PRL 15. You me gonna confiscate him, beg him back. Only buying one the money blow me blah, you know blow yet. Enough. Enough lo this like I'm passing where you me all remember like walking still na you me bilasim gutru kamna still. One time all poro blow you me. It needs to stop, Mr. Speaker. With that, I commend the report, and Mr. Speaker, all its recommendations must be carried by this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.